Hi everyone, I'm Pash from Smartstudy Lab. Welcome to this channel where you learn about simple yet powerful smarter ways to study which help you learn more in less time and remember more for longer and better. This enables you to get better marks in your exams while studying lesser number of hours, and also you're able to spend more time on your hobbies without affecting your studies. My only aim and mission is to help students study smarter. You can learn about other powerful smarter ways to study by watching my earlier videos on this channel, Smart Study Lab. Lakhs of students around the world are already using these smarter ways to study. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead, subscribe, learn these methods. I've explained each method step by step. I've shared the research behind it and so on. In today's session, I'm going to share research on overlearning and why it is important to study even topics that you know well and are confident about. I would like you to know a little secret that smarter students follow. Smarter students overlearn study material. That is, they still study topics which they know well and are confident about. An average student studies a topic until they can answer it correctly, but a smart student practices until they can't answer it incorrectly. Overlearning is the process of revising a topic beyond the point of initial mastery. Overlearning also means to actually keep on studying a topic until you can't get it wrong. So even though when smart students seem to have already learned the topic, they continue to practice it as that same level of difficulty. Research suggests that this extra practice is a smart way to lock in the topic you are studying in your mind. The concept of overlearning is based on the theory that as the brain becomes more efficient in a topic, it spends less energy to do so. And this allows the brain to focus on more things as it has more resources available. So in order to perform with less effort, smarter students keep on practicing even after it seems the topic has been learned. The not so smart habit in students is that once they feel that they have learned a topic well, they do not bother to restudy it again before the exam. But a word of caution here. Do not be under the false impression that just because you can recall something now, you will be able to recall it with the same level of accuracy in the future as well. As per the forgetting curve which I have covered in my Spaced Study Smarter Way to Study, with the passage of time, you will begin to forget what you have learned. The importance of overlearning, that is continuing to study a topic beyond the point where performance no longer seems to improve, is well established, and a few important points of overlearning are: 1. Overlearning can represent considerable advantages in retention, and research shows that if you overlearn your study material, you will perform much better in your exam, which is several weeks or several months away. Overlearning enhances performance, especially when performing under pressure like giving an exam on which you're going to be assessed. 2. Long-term performance increases in line with the amount of overlearning during revision. That is, more overlearning equals better retention. 3. Benefits of overlearning appear to decrease over time, but if further overlearning takes place over spaced intervals of time, then the benefits of overlearning are maintained. So what this all means is that, for example, after you have learned to compute a particular type of math problem, that is, you are able to confidently solve the math problem, space out solving similar problems over time rather than solving similar problems all in one sitting. 4. The effect of overlearning is not very long term. Overlearning will get you through an exam several weeks or several months away, but its benefits will be negligible if you appear for the exam a few years afterwards, unless you revisit the exam material over spaced intervals of time. 5. Using the 3R strategy, which is read, recite, and review, is probably the best way to optimize your overlearning. In this method, the smart students first read the material, then they put the material aside to recite all that he or she can recall from what was read, and then finally read the material or review the material all over again to fill in the gaps that may have been missed during recital. Restudying something that you already know after a time gap is a smarter way to study indeed. The theory of overlearning is complex, but it is simple to incorporate into your study schedule. In today's competitive environment, even a small performance advantage counts. So smart students practice overlearning as a smarter way to study, and improve their academic performance while spending less number of hours studying. Continuously overlearning something will make it your second nature, and you will be able to remember the information with less effort. So remember that if you need to perform competitively, or if you're appearing for competitive exams, then simply learning is not enough. You need to overlearn. Smart students do not just study something, they overlearn for the exam, and that is indeed a very, very smart way to study. So if you have further tips, comments, suggestions, feedback, anything that you want to share with the Smart Study community here, then by all means put it in the comments below. Do share this channel on social media and WhatsApp with your other friends so that they also can study smarter. I look forward to hearing from you. If you wish to know about other smarter ways to study, then as I mentioned, they're already there. I've created separate videos for each Smart Study method on my YouTube channel, Smart Study Lab. Also press the like button to show your support if you think that you learned something useful today. Next week, I'm going to cover note-taking and note-making skills, which is very, very important skill that smarter students develop and nurture and master to study and learn more in less time. There is a lot that I have to cover on making notes, so stay tuned for next week's video on this important topic. Till then, be happy, smile more, take care of yourself and your loved ones, and happy smarter studying. See you next week.